Welcome back to Throttle. Today we bring you an experiential review of a product which is otherwise split within the motorcycling community. The comm systems, whether to use comms, whether not to use comms with camera or no camera at all. I bring in Piyush because both of us have been using these devices for a while now and probably have seen the evolution of these products within the last decade. How did comms come about in your life?
So comms started sometime after my first long ride. We were about 15 people. We didn't have comms and it was really difficult to communicate between the first and the last person. My first device was a Cardo, but the only drawback that I saw was there was no technical support here in India. In 2018, SENA was officially here in India, and the best at that point of time was the SENA 20S.
It was you who introduced me to Intercom System.
Yeah.
After riding around for a while with a pillion, we could never hear each other. We were banging our helmets together, and once we started using, the convenience aspect of being in touch throughout the ride was almost irreplaceable.
Very true.
And ever since then, there had been multiple products that we have used, which kind of gives us a fair bit of idea about how the evolution has really happened. We'd probably use the 20S.
Right.
We moved into the camera line where we had the
10C Pro.
Then the 10C
Evo.
And now finally we have the 50C.
50C.
This is the flagship product. I remember looking at it on a picture when it was launched internationally. Just because of the way it is designed, it just called me towards it. This entire video that we are putting together has nothing to do with SENA.
Yeah, we're not getting paid for it. This is just our personal review of SENA 50C.
So today's conversation is primarily about two different kind of motorcyclists and how they really want to record their content as well.
Yeah.
As far as I know him, he likes things simple, straightforward, out of the box, set it up, charge it, and you're good to go. Whenever you see something beautiful, you record.
Very true.
I remember having a SENA device,
Yeah.
GoPro on the helmet.
Yeah.
Later, I even punched in a microphone, which made it really messy. And remember those days, I'll come back and say that, I'm getting a neck pain.
Yeah.
Little did we know it was all about the way the balance of the helmet and the weight of the helmet gets hampered because of how we were ladening it with so many devices. I'm going to break this conversation in probably 4 key segments which will really enable you to decide. First being obviously the comm setup, the weight of the product, and how it really works. Followed by the Harman Kardon speakers.
Yeah.
What a blessing. Not to forget the 4K camera setup that this product comes with.
SENA 50C comes with Bluetooth and mesh. Bluetooth will allow you to connect to your phone as well as to the older models of SENA in terms of intercom. It allows you to connect to 4 people at a range of 2 kilometers or 1.5 kilometers. It's a limited range intercom system. It allows you to connect to a limited number of people. Now, mesh being introduced by SENA was a game changer. More than 24 riders to be linked in on each channel. There are 9 channels on the system. Each channel will hold 24 people.
That's massive. Most of these helmets are developed after a lot of R&D. Aerodynamics, wind draft, ergonomics. When we hang multiple devices all around it, it definitely loses the overall balance of the product. One product keeps it comprehensive, keeps it simple. Bit heavier than all the other SENAs at about 90 grams. I have not really felt any strain on my neck.
Putting an action camera which would be 100 grams or plus, having another Bluetooth device which will start at about 40 grams plus. Overall, putting up another 250 or 200 grams if you're doing 2 devices on your helmet. Harman Kardon speakers are a big boost to the SENA 50C. The microphone has noise cancelling.
So many times you have to really say that, I am on the bike, and they can't necessarily hear that you're on the bike. If you are one of those people who like to listen to every note of a track, this is the speaker to have. It is also so well balanced that you're never away from the ambient noise. I remember using the non-Harman Kardon speakers for a long time. But when I shifted on the same helmet, when I shifted to these ones, it brought a smile. Just to prove that we actually took out the loudest bikes in the garage, and we never really had a problem in hearing each other also when we were interacting over the intercom.
Very true. We get to the last and the most important part of the 50C. It's the camera. The convenience of having it right next to you on the helmet, putting it on and off as and when you wanted to. I don't have to get off the bike. I don't have to stop. I don't have to think about whether the battery is died or something of that sort.
It comes loaded. It's a 10 megapixel camera. We have both shot pictures and videos while we have been riding. This particular device comes with a 4K capability. However, the stabilization is not the best at that point. You can reduce it to 1080 and get a ESI stability system. We have tested this product in off-road sections, flat roads as well,
Yes.
high speeds, low
Yes.
speed, city cruising. Once you kind of fix the horizon lock, it takes a right angle and you are set, you know. Otherwise, you'll probably get really weird landscape horizon. The colors are honest. I would not say true, they're honest. It does get a little overexposed once in a while when you're shooting in the midday sun, but more often than not, they're extremely usable and very crisp footages.
A lot of people will ask, does the battery last while you're recording? The good part about SENA is you can use the device while charging. Well, in terms of mesh, the general time frame that I've actually seen if you're using mesh constantly is about 6 to 9 hours. The voice prompt also allows you to get to know whether the camera is on, the camera is recording, whether you've taken a photo. Honestly, I want it to be as simple as it goes. I have a voice prompt, it helps me out.
One of the important parts is about the updated app,
Yeah.
the SENA motorcycle app, which has made the entire product much more seamless. Everybody can toggle through their choices and set it up like the way they want to.
If you wanted a good mesh device like a 30K or a 50S, and then you wanted to add an action camera like a GoPro, a 50S would cost you about 36,000 rupees. A GoPro would cost you another 50,000.
So if you look at it from a value proposition angle also, it kind of works out.
All in all, yes, it's a great deal, but that's only for people who find the convenience with having everything technology-wise as the best.
It is probably one of the most seamless and comprehensive products that we have used, and that's probably the reason we are also so excited about this product, you know. I hope this user experience discussion helps you to take your educated decision when you look out for a product which can do multiple things at the same time and enhance your motorcycling experience. Till then, thank you very much for joining us, and make sure you find your way to answer your throttle itch.